journey and are struggling to stay motivated? Well, so am I. Let's chat about it. Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Becoming the Best Me. My name is Beverly. Some people call me B, some people call me Bev. Whichever you choose is fine with me. Before I get started, let me put a disclaimer out there. I am not a medical doctor. I'm not any type of clinician. I am just a girl who is on a weight loss journey. And whatever I share here, whatever information I share, it's just what I have done for 20 months that has worked for me and have aided me to successfully lose just around 60 pounds. And before you incorporate anything that I say in any of my videos or this video, I would suggest that you consult your physician, your clinician, do your research, read and read again, because that's what I do. Anything that I'm curious about or I want to try, if I don't talk it over with my physician or clinician, I research on my own and I get the answers that I feel that are right for me. In this video, what I want to talk about is motivation. I have been on a weight loss journey now for 20 months, and I have used to assist me in weight loss a GLP-1 medication called Zepbound. I've used name brand and I've used compound throughout the 20 months. And I have successfully lost 60 pounds. Prior to that, I was on phentermine and my highest weight was 240 pounds. So using phentermine for a few months, and I had to get off of it because of medical reasons. You could go look at another video, I talk about that. It hasn't been easy. It's been challenging. There have been days when I have not been motivated. I didn't want to do it anymore, but I had to look at the long-term goal. I had to remember my why, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in depth. I had to motivate and challenge myself many times because it does get a little lonely sometimes because your friends and your family don't understand. People tell you, oh, you're fine. People used to tell me all the time because I never looked like the weight that I was carrying because I knew how to dress my body. So I always appeared smaller than what I was. Anytime I stepped on the scale at the doctor's office, they were always surprised at what the scale said because I never looked it. But indeed, I felt it. I felt it in my knees. I felt it in my joints. I felt it in my back. My blood pressure was uncontrolled. I was borderline diabetic, suffering from fibromyalgia. I felt it in my body. I didn't feel well. Aches and pains all the time. Could hardly get up and down the stairs without being out of breath or my joints hurting. Even though I was one that would always work out, I was always in the gym. I always had a gym membership somewhere and I was always working out. What I have learned since being on this journey, there's a lot of things I've learned. One of the key factors that I have learned is that I was working out the wrong way. I was doing the wrong type of exercises, especially for me, an older woman, and I was just doing the wrong type of workouts. I was doing fad diets, shakes, and I was just doing it all wrong. I get kind of peeved when people say things about us in this community that's using the GLP-1 medication as an aid to our weight loss. This is only an aid. Trust me, we are putting in the work. I know that I can speak for my GLP-1 girlies and fellas out there that we are putting in the work. It is not easy. This journey has not been easy. We have to change our relationship with food. We have to motivate ourselves to exercise. We have to deal with people whispering behind our backs or asking us silly questions or making silly accusations, about the medication because they don't understand that it's a hormone deficiency that we have. Everybody is different because of their body type and their makeup and their genetics, suffering from all different types of things. It's insulin resistance, PCOS, all sorts of diagnosis conditions that keep us from losing weight successfully. I know that I could say that the majority of the people on GLP-1 medications have a backstory. Yes, there are people out there that are just using it for fad. They want to lose 10, 20 pounds, or they want to lose weight to fit in a certain outfit, or they want to lose weight to go to an event. This is not why we do it. This was not our why. Our why was much bigger than that. And it was basically for some of us to save our lives. That's why we do it, and we're doing it. To get healthy, to have a better relationship with food, to be here for our families and friends. This is why we do it. I don't take this journey lightly, and I wanted to get on here just to try to motivate you guys to keep pushing and keep doing whatever you're doing. If you're stalling, stop looking at the scale, measure yourself. Try on something that you hadn't tried on in a while. I have stalled several times throughout my 20 months. And when I thought I wasn't losing weight because the scale wasn't moving, I went into my closet and I tried on something, and lo and behold, it fit. Or I went to the store and let me try this size 10 pants or size 10 dress. And whoop, it goes right on. But come back and go to the scale, the same number. When I got on 12.5, I stayed around, I believe, between 175 and I think I bounced around 178 and 170. I couldn't get into the 160s. And that went on for about, I want to say, 4 months. Because my thing was, I was trying to stay on 12.5 through the rest of the duration of my weight loss. I was trying not to go up to 15. 15 is the highest dose for Zepbound. And I was trying not to max my dose out just in case that I decided that I wanted to go up. I was trying to stay at 12.5 for as long as I could. But eventually I did decide to move up to 15. I was kind of scared. I have some notes here so I can stay on task. The first point, set realistic goals. I know when you start a weight loss journey, you're excited, you're motivated, and you want the weight to come off like that. But that doesn't happen. Maybe for the first month or two, it may come off rapidly in 10 pounds, like, wow. And you figure that's going to be all the time. No. I would say that first 10 pounds is water weight and inflammation. And once you get past 10, 15, 20 pounds, the weight loss is going to slow down. And realistically, you want to lose weight at a slow, consistent rate. It's healthier for your body. It's healthier for your muscles. It helps you to your muscle mass. And it's just healthier to lose it slowly. You retain your form. You don't get that drawn in, hollowed out look that some people get when they, lose weight rapidly. So realistically, you want to lose slowly, a pound, under a pound a week. It sounds small, but trust me, it adds up over time. And it's not only the weight, but the inches. You lose inches. Even when the scale is not moving, you're losing inches. Okay, so set realistic goals. Set, 5 pounds, my first 5 pounds. one month, 10 pounds the next month, or 6 months, if you want to do 6 months goal, whatever the case may be. Set small, realistic goals. Something that I mentioned before. Find your why. Why are you doing this? It has to be personal. It can't be for anybody else because you won't sustain it. For me, it was personal because I have been heavy, I would say, my entire adult life. From the time I started having children, I was never a small girl. I was always, as we in the Caribbean community would say, thick. So I was never that skinny girl. But from the time I started having children, my weight just kept creeping up and creeping up and creeping up. And I would lose 5, 10 pounds here, and then I would gain 20. I was a yo-yo dieter. I tried most all the diets out there. I won't even name them. Whatever fad diet was going for that month, I jumped on the bandwagon, you know, until this point with this medication. This is as successful as I have been with losing weight and maintaining it, because hitting that stall, even though I didn't lose, I maintained the weight within 5 to 7 pounds. And I believe that your body gets to a point when it wants to set, and you just have to let it set. You let it set, you keep doing what you're doing, you get your protein in, you keep exercising and do your resistance training. And once your body sets and gets comfortable, because granted, we're losing weight and the body wants to know, hey, what's happening? So it's going to get to a point where it's trying to hold on and hold on to those reserves. So we just have to just go through the motion, let the body set, keep doing what we're doing, and eventually we'll start losing weight again. It's just a process. I can see my form coming in. I can see my body, shaping out. But even with shaping out, I continue to lose weight. I'm going to insert a clip here with my last weigh in. I think I weighed, I think it was 161. I don't have any more a goal weight. I am just going to see, as I continue to get my protein in and resistance train and just have a better relationship with food, where my next set point is going to be. And wherever I set, wherever, I don't want to call it a stall, but because I just believe that it's a set point. So I tell myself, wherever my body sets the next time, that is where I'm going to stay. That's just what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm not telling you guys not to have a goal weight. Everybody has their own thing that they're doing, their own achievements, their own goals that they want to achieve. But this is how I want it. This is how I want to do my journey. I'm not preaching to you, I'm just sharing. The next thing on my list is track your progress. Again, it's not only the scale, it's the way your clothes fit. Get in front of the mirror. Look at your body. Look at how it's shaping out. I know you can tell the difference. You can tell the difference in your clothes, even my shoes. Some of my shoes I had to give away because they were big. You can look at your joints, you can feel your joints. They're not swollen, they're not achy. Your ankles are not swollen, your knees are not swollen, your back doesn't hurt. You can run up and down the stairs. You can get in your steps, 6,000, 10,000, whatever number you set. These things have become easy for you. You do how many miles in how many minutes. Those are goals. Those are achievements. It's not only the scale. We get so fixated on the scale. It's not only the scale. Track your progress. Build a support system is my next thing. The other reason I have a gym membership is that I like the classes. I like to get into the classes. I like to work out with people. I do different classes. I do body pump. I do body combat. I do yoga. I do commit. It's a kind of what they call it, where you rotate to the different equipment. I can't remember what you call it now, but it's in this particular gym that I go to, they call it commit. I do different exercises. I've since started working out with a trainer. I want to make sure that I have the right form when I'm using the equipment, and I want to make sure that I'm getting in the right amount of reps. I want to make sure that I'm using the machines correctly, and I want to make sure that I'm lifting heavy enough, that I'm pushing myself. I'm just not, just putting 10 or 20 pounds on there just to say I did it, and I'm not building muscles, because you have to break down the muscles in order to build it up. So you have to have the right amount of weight and reps in order to do that. I wanted to gain that knowledge from somebody professionally. I bought a little package that the gym had, and you got a couple of weeks with a personal trainer, and I feel that's all I need, because like I said, I've always worked out. I just wanted to get the input of somebody on a professional level, so that's why I did that. Let's move on. I kind of already talked on this point, the dread of working out. You can't think of it as a dread. There's some days, I'm going to be honest, there's some days when I don't feel like it, and I don't. It's just, I'm tired. I have other things going on in my life. I'm just not motivated. But there are times when I'm not motivated or I'm tired that I push myself. I push and I go and I work out. Those are the days that I don't work out at home, because I push harder to get out of the house and go and do that workout. I push harder on those days that I'm not motivated. I'll insert a clip here of one day that I went and I worked out. I was not motivated. I had a hard day at work. I was tired, but I said, you know what? I'm going to this yoga class. It was a yoga and Pilates class. And everything about that class went wrong. But I said, you know what? I am not leaving this class. I'm going to do the exercise and the stretches with or without whatever equipment the instructor was trying to get us to use. I'll insert pieces of the clip here so that you can see. And I just pushed through it. I pushed through it, and I did that hour of yoga and Pilates. They break the sessions into two. But I got through it. Finding the time to exercise. You just have to find the time. You have to commit to yourself. You are worth it. We, especially as women, there are some men out there too, we spend all of our lives, I know I have, taking care of our children, our grandchildren. We take care of everybody else. We take care of the house. We run behind the job. We have deadlines. We have this, we have that. And we leave ourselves for last. No, this is our time. We have to set aside a time. Most of the time we go to the gym, maybe hour and a half. So you mean to tell me that I am not worth an hour out of 24 hours in a day? You have to ask yourself that. I cannot give myself back 1 hour or 2 hours out of a 24-hour period. We're worth it. We're worth it, especially us older women. We've raised our children. Some of us have raised our grandchildren. It's our time. It's our time to give back to ourselves and take care of this body. We only get one body. One. I tell my children, I want to be as strong as I can for as long as I can, because I want no one to carry me. And with the grace of God, I ask Him every day keep me strong. Keep me strong. And this is how, you have to build. You have to build those muscles. The muscles support your joints. How do you think you have healthy joints? It's the muscles. This body is so marvelous. If you take time to really study your body, because my knees used to kill me and ache. They still hurt sometimes. They still hurt. But I want to say 90% better than they used to be. And the only other reason, the other 10% is due to the osteoarthritis that I have. And at some point down the road, I may have to do something surgically about it. But I find since that I am focusing on strength training and strengthening my muscles, and especially around those joints, my knees don't hurt as much. I can go up and down the stairs without holding on. I can do squats. Every time I do a squat, I can go lower. I don't push myself because I know that I have a condition. So I pace myself, but I also challenge myself. You just have to keep pushing, and we are worth the time. We are worth the time. 1 to 2 hours out of 24 hours, we are worth it. The last point that I'm going to make is make it a lifestyle, not a punishment. This whole journey for me, that's why I named my channel Becoming the Best Me. Because out of this journey, this is what I want to be. I want to be physically fit, mentally fit, emotionally fit. I want to have a better relationship with food. I want to have a better relationship with exercising. This journey is personal for me. And this is what I want to share with you. You have to make it personal for you. It's not a punishment. At some point, you got to get serious about getting healthy. We get one life, we get one body. We got to make it the best life. I heard someone say, I've got more years behind me than I have in front of me. And that resonated with me. And that has been my motivation, because the years that I have in front of me is less than the years that I have behind me. I want to make the most of those years that I have in front of me. And that is my purpose for my journey. And this is my purpose in sharing with you, encouraging you, and try to motivate you into keeping on the journey, even when it seems like nothing's happening. Trust me, something's happening. Something's changing in your body. I've made the video longer than I wanted to. I always do. I always come on and say I'm going to make a short video, but I just feel I have so much to say, so much to share. And before I end, please like, share, and subscribe to the video. I'm trying to grow the channel, and when you like the video, it costs you nothing just to like it. It triggers the algorithm to push the video out to more people. So please like, share, and comment. I'd love to engage with you. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I will be sure to answer them. If you have any comments, you can leave them too. Please be polite. If you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything. Just scroll away. Remember, make time for life's simple pleasures. Until we meet again, be good to yourself. Take care, friend.